Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to this session, and I'm very glad to have Liam O'Dwyer here, the chair of Celbridge Community Council, on to talk to us about CCC. So over to you, Liam.
Thank you, Frank, and hello everybody who's watching this. We just put together a small little presentation webinar just to explain what Community Council, Celbridge Community Council is about and the work we do. So without further delay, I'll go into it. First thing I would mention is that the background to Celbridge Community Council, it's a long time in operation. It was founded in 1975. It was founded originally as the body which took on the responsibility of taking over the mill building and converting it into a functional community centre. Some years ago, the Community Council and the mill are separated now, so we don't have any responsibility for the mill now, but we do have several other activities in the community that we continue and that we try to improve as we go along. So our mission is to improve the quality of life for community members across all stages of life by supporting community well-being through the services that target the groups most in need. We promote local initiatives and services, and we try to positively influence the future development of Celbridge. And everyone in the Community Council volunteers their time, and volunteers, as you know, are the lifeblood of our organisation, but of the lifeblood of every community across Ireland. So it's really important that we encourage people to get involved in your local community and, give some time to the community to make it better for everyone. First topic I would like to mention that we do is what we call our services for older people. So there are three activities that we focus on here. The first is Meals on Wheels. This is a service that's been running in Celbridge now for many, many years. So we administer that, and we raise the funds for that, and we keep the service going. The day-to-day running of it is run by Mairead Byrne with a team of volunteer drivers. We also administer the Pobble Seniors Alert Scheme. These are the personal alarms that certain older people who may need them are issued with. And we have recently relaunched our befriending service. So we have, I'm delighted to say, we have a bunch of new volunteers who are all trained up and Garda vetted, and we are in the process of pairing them up now with some older people in the community. And really this is a way of keeping older people, fully part of the community, where someone would go visit them for 1 hour per week, just to have a cup of tea or go for a walk or whatever the case may be. And we recently made the front page, no less, of the Liffey Champion, which we were delighted with. We have other kind of social groups, I would call them. So the first would be towards the youth. We run a youth cafe for several years, every Friday evening. Not during the summer, but during the school year, every Friday evening for teens. So that's 13 to 17-year-olds. It's popular with young people. It's a safe space. There were volunteers that supervise the youth cafe, and they are all vetted and trained up by TUSLA. And so teens can come there, hang out with their friends, listen to music, play games. And from time to time we order some, we would have some activities for them, and they're able to have a little food as well, a pizza or something like that. We also, on a Thursday every morning, we started up a couple of years ago, the Celbridge Mum and Baby Group. So this is for an opportunity for perhaps new mothers and their small babies to come together to chat to other mums in the same position. And from time to time as well, we organise little talks, or which would be appropriate for mums in that situation with a young baby and maybe get some advice and so on. It could be around getting your baby to sleep, for example. So these are two activities which you run, which I would call kind of more in the social group area. Our kind of flagship event of the year is we run the St. Patrick's Day Parade. This has grown from strength to strength in recent years, and anyone who's been out to see the St. Patrick's Day Parade, I hope you'll agree that it's we try to make it as spectacular as possible, and we do draw quite a lot of people out to watch the parade. Several thousand people come out every year, and we try to learn and improve every year as we go along. But it doesn't happen by mistake. There's a team of dedicated people who start working many months in advance of the parade to get everything organized, get everything in place so that the parade runs smoothly, safely, and everybody has a great time on the day. And we're very proud of the work we do on the St. Patrick's Day Parade. On the area of planning, development, and transport, so we've a long history of making submissions to various bodies like Kildare County Council or in Board Planola, as they were formerly known. And in the area of transport, including buses, roads, those type of topics, but also housing, infrastructure development in Celbridge. So a lot of background work is done on reading reports from Kildare County Council, from other bodies that might be issuing information on various plans for the town. So a lot of work goes into kind of studying those reports and trying to make submissions to Kildare County Council with a view to making developments more positive and more more beneficial to the town of Celbridge. We created what we call our vision for Celbridge, and this is a document that we put together as a result of several kind of brainstorming and collating a lot of ideas together, and we tried to collate it into a kind of a succinct picture of what we think, or what are the key things we think should be done in Celbridge. Some of these are long-term projects, long-term visions. Some are achievable as shorter term, and the following slides kind of quickly go through, what we would see as a vision. I won't go through it in kind of detail, but basically a kind of a town centre rejuvenation, where we can see that other areas, other parts of Dublin, for example, other towns have been able to recreate and regenerate their town centre, making it more pedestrian friendly, making it more attractive for businesses to stay in the town, capitalizing on our rich historical heritage in Celbridge. And we make proposals to various bodies like Kildare, like the councillors, Kildare County councillors for our area, in what we see as would be good ideas for the town. Everyone knows the River Liffey flows through Celbridge, but Celbridge is a town that almost turns its back on the Liffey. It's potentially one of our greatest natural assets, but if you're standing on the main street, you would hardly know there's a river there. So we feel that the river is something where Celbridge needs to take more advantage of. On the area of local transport, we always advocate for better connectivity of public transport between Celbridge and the local towns, and between Celbridge and the train stations. And also we try to encourage active travel as much as possible. So protected and segregated cycleways are would be a key target for us, and pedestrian routes as well. We try to advocate for supports for children's families and elderly people with disabilities. One thing Celbridge lacks, I think, is a family resource centre. So we would advocate for something like that. And then, of course, the arts and amenities and leisure around Celbridge. So we have plenty, but we certainly have gaps where we're not able to. We don't have facilities which can accommodate, you know, artistic performances in many cases. So this is something that we feel the town needs. And then, of course, you know, Ireland is a changing country, and we try to nurture a strong sense of community and welcoming people from different backgrounds and experiences, and try asking them as well, get involved in the local community as well to enrich it for everybody. So we use this vision as a sort of a guide, I guess, for what we in Celbridge Community Council do. So you can see it reflects a lot of the activities that we are currently involved in, and this forms part of the direction that we want Celbridge to go, and we would advocate for. At the moment, we're seeking new members, so we'd encourage anyone who's interested in volunteering some time, who has an interest in making our town a bit better, to sign up. We have a deadline in the current election process for Friday, the 8th of May, 7 p.m. to have your application form in. You can find it on our website, or you can pick one up in the mill or in the library in Celbridge as well. And if at any stage you want to join us, you just ask us via email. Our email address is at the bottom of the page there, and we're open to enthusiastic people who want to volunteer their time. So thank you for listening to me. I hope I've given you a little flavour of what Celbridge Community Council does. Thank you very much.